What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this set of concrete dumbbells. As you can see, I have a set of 10, 15, 20, and 25 right now. I could keep going if I want to. You can make as many as you pretty much want to, but this is what I have for now. They actually turned out really nice, so I'm happy with them. So I have two different options here for you guys if you want to do it like this. I have some that I wrapped with duct tape just because I thought that was a cheap way to go, and that's just so if you set these down kind of hard, the corners might break off a little bit and just get concrete. If you want to be inside lifting, you don't want concrete to be constantly chipping off and getting everywhere, making a mess. So I just wrapped these ones in duct tape, and that way you can set them down a little harder and don't have to worry as much. So it's kind of nice. These ones I kind of like. I used these little pail liners. I kind of like these ones just because it gives you a flat edge. So this is kind of flat right here and right here. Instead of just rolling around like these ones kind of actually sit in the same spot. Not a big deal either way. These round ones, being able to roll isn't a big deal, but I do kind of like these ones a little bit better. And I use this 5-quart mixing container to do the 25-pound one. I'm pretty sure I could use that same container, a 30 and 40 pounder with just the same container. But if not, then you just need like a little bit bigger bucket to do the 40 pounders. All worked out really nice. The handles are nice. I don't worry about them coming out at all. One of the main reasons why I wanted to make this video is just because of how expensive dumbbell weights are, just weights in general. If you were to buy a set like this, it would be close to $200. And if you're excluding the one that I already had, I could easily make another 25 to match that one. If you were to buy this exact same set all in like steel weights, it would probably cost close to $200. And I made all these for like 50 bucks. And realistically, you don't have to do the duct tape, so I spent like 10 bucks on duct tape. I still have a bunch more that I'm gonna finish doing all of it, wrapping the rest of them with duct tape. But you don't have to do that. That could save you some money if you want to do that. But pretty much the heavier you go, the more expensive these weights get. Like the 25 pounders, if you're gonna buy the steel ones from Walmart, I think they're running like $30 right now, where realistically the most that I spent was on the handles. Just a couple, spent $20 on broom handles, just two of them, $10 a piece. And the concrete's really cheap, so you can really save some money if you're going to make some heavier weights like 35, 40, 45. I think a 40 pounder is going for like 50 bucks right now, and to make a 40 pounder I think it will cost me like 10. Should be a really helpful video for some people. If you want to make them the exact same way I make them, then this video is for you. Let's get into it. Alright guys, this is everything I got to make these dumbbells. So I just got, these are real cheap little containers. Got these from Home Depot. So handy paint pile liners. So I got a pack of these for right around $4, $4 or $5. You get about 6 of these. So these work really good for the 10 and 15 pounders. And then I have this guy, I think this was like $2, just a little 2.5 quart mixer. So I use this for the 20 pounder. I'll obviously use some duct tape to wrap them up. And then I have a broom handle here that I cut down to 11 inch lengths. So I bought a 60-inch broom handle. So you end up getting 5 good handles. Got my 60-pound bag of Quikrete concrete, and that was like $5. To measure out the weight, I had this kitchen scale. If you don't have one of these, you can just go to Walmart and get a cheap little kitchen scale like this for right around 10 bucks. Definitely under 20. But if you're gonna make a bunch of these weights, then it's definitely worth the have. So I got my little liner, put it on my scale. It weighs ½ an ounce. So I'll just keep that in mind. You can zero it. You can zero it out and do it like that, or just remember that it weighs ½ an ounce. I'm gonna make another 10-pounder to match the other one that I have right here. So I'm gonna make another 10-pounder to match this one. I'm gonna start by getting roughly 5 pounds of concrete into this little container. All right, so I put some concrete in my little liner. You can see it is 4 pounds 3 ounces. So I want to get it pretty close to 5 pounds. I want to keep in mind this weighs something, so mine weighs about 4 ounces. So you don't want it to be too heavy. Like this one, 10-pounder actually weighs right about 11 pounds. So you want to get close to 10 as possible. So I'm just gonna do like 4 pounds 10 ounces. That should pretty much be perfect. All right, so I put some more concrete in. We're now at 4 pounds 13 ounces. We're gonna throw this concrete into a bucket, mix it up, and then put it right back into our container. All right, so now we got our little bucket here. Got my concrete all measured out. Just gonna dump it in here, add a little bit of water, mix it all up. All I do to mix this is kind of pour it back and forth, mix it all around, and you just keep mixing it until all the powder is pretty much gone. Get a nice consistent material. So now you can see, got my concrete all mixed up. That is the 5 pounds that I measured out in here, where it was 4 pounds, whatever, 14 ounces, something like that. So I'm just going to put this concrete straight back into there now. Okay, so we're just going to put it back in there, move it around to fill up all the voids. Okay, got it all out of the bucket, back into my little container here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the sides a good bit, just to get a lot of the air bubbles out, just to make it nice and solid, as strong as you can, pretty much. See the air bubbles coming up to the top? So I want to get as many of them out as you can. Not a super big deal, you don't have to do this, but it'll make it a little bit stronger. So now you have this. You don't want to stick your handle just straight in there. I'm going to do 2 things before I do that. So I have a real dumbbell here, and I measured out how long the handle was, and it's about 5 inches. So I want to make my handle roughly the same. So I'm going to take 3 inches off each side, and that's how far it's going to stick into the concrete, about 3 inches. Okay, as you can see, I marked a line 3 inches on both sides. And that is, like I said, that's going to be the part that sticks down into the concrete. You don't want this handle to be able to pull out of the concrete. So this part here, that's going to be submerged in concrete. You don't ever want that to be able to just pull right out. So what I'm going to do is beat a couple of these trim nails in here, kind of like spikes for the concrete to hold on to, just so it can't pull out. So now I have this. Like I said, that's just so the concrete has something to grab onto. You can use whatever you want. You could make some notches in this wood. You could drill holes and put screws in, whatever you got to do. But you need something for the concrete to hold on to. I'm going to try to find the center and just push it down in. Slowly moving it side to side, just kind of working it down in, and you're gonna stop as soon as it touches the line right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to just make it straight as possible. You could get a little level out and make it perfect. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just gonna get it really close with my eyes and go with it from there. And that's it. Now we just let it dry. All right, so now I want to make another 15-pounder. I went and measured out a little over 7 pounds worth of concrete in that little container. just put in here. It's like close to 7.5 pounds. And now I'm just gonna mix it up and do the same thing. Put it back into that container, and we'll be halfway done with the 10 and 15. All right, this one ended up being really full, so I'm gonna let it sit in a bucket because I know when the water starts coming to the top, it's gonna overflow. All right, so it's the same thing with this one. Got my little nails in my handle. I'm just gonna find the middle and just wiggle its way down till it touches the line. And now we wait. Alright guys, so this is what I got. Got my 20 pounder all set up, my 15 pounder, and the 25 pounder. I'm only making one 25 pounder just because I already have the steel one that I bought. I'll probably just let these sit and pop them off in the morning. They should be done tomorrow morning. Alright guys, so that's everything on how I made these weights. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've wanted a DIY set like this for a long time just because it's so nice and easy to do some quick, easy workouts at your house. You don't always want to go to a gym or something just to get a quick workout in, so it's nice to have some cheap set of dumbbells at home. And I like saving money. If I can make something like this and save a couple $100 after I do like a full set, then it's well worth it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully it helps somebody out if you want to do something similar. If you guys did like this video, please remember to drop a big thumbs up down below. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, just so you don't miss out on the future videos. So yeah, that's going to be all guys. Hope you have a great day. Peace.